Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be doing top 5 cars for less than 500 grand in GTA Online Part 2. So I got some cars lined up for you guys and I think you're going to really enjoy this. Let's get right into number 5. So guys, coming in at number 5, I have the Enos Super Diamond. This car costs $250,000 and it is found on Legendary Motorsport. It's very, very early on Legendary Motorsport, so unfortunately, if you want to buy it, you will be scrolling for quite a distance, so that's unfortunate. But for 250 grand, it's a very nice luxury car. Obviously based off of kind of a Rolls Royce or a Bentley Mulsanne, sort of a combination of both of them. It's a super sleek looking car though, right? And very luxurious, very classic, luxury car shape, I guess, and everything. So I think it's a really good look. And for 250 grand, not too bad performance either. This thing likes to drift a lot, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's pretty easy to control once you get used to it. And the acceleration after the initial 12 minutes of wheel spin is pretty good. And the top speed is alright as well. So anyway guys, that's number 5. Let's move right into number 4. Alright guys, so at number 4 we have the Pagassi Toros. This thing is $498,000, so it's just underneath our budget here. And it's based off of a Lamborghini Urus, and it's a super cool SUV. I am a huge fan of this thing. It's probably my favorite SUV in the game. This next to the Dubsta, they are probably my two favorites. And I believe, unless I'm wrong, this might be the best performing SUV in the game. So right off the bat, the launch, it's got all-wheel drive. Launch is decent. Get going pretty quick, pretty fast. So that's always nice. For an SUV, the handling is more like a sports car. It's like very easy to control. It does like to slide out on you occasionally, as you can see by my driving right now. But again, has all-wheel drive, so you got a lot of traction going into corners, and especially coming out of them as well. If you're looking for an SUV to race in, I would definitely recommend this thing. I think it's pretty good for that. So yeah, acceleration's good. You know, for an SUV, top speed is pretty good as well. Really no complaints with this vehicle. I think it's an absolute steal for less than 500 grand. Anyway guys, that's it for number 4. Let's get right into number 3. So guys, at number 3 we have the Sultan. This is the unupgraded Sultan, not the RS version. This car is $12,000 on Benny's. So the reason it's at number 3 on the list, because I'm sure some of you are wondering why it's not number 1 based on simply the value alone. I don't think the performance is as good as the next 2 cars that are on the list, and for that reason it's at number 3. But for the value, it's ahead of the Toros and the Super Diamond, because I think this car is an absolute steal. It's based off of a few things. It's the community is sort of divided on it. It's either like an older Evo or an older Subaru STI of some sort, an Impreza. So we're not really sure what this thing is, but what we are sure of is the performance for a $12,000 car with just upgrades is very good. Off the line, absolutely like no wheel spin. A lot of grip. Like when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Like for a $12,000 car, there's no way it should be this good. This thing is sick, guys. Like if you're looking for a car that's really fast and really good to rip around in for super cheap, for as cheap as possible. I mean, the LG RH8 would beat it because it's free, but for 12 grand, you're not going to find anything better than the Sultan. Like I said, handling super good, acceleration super good, lot of traction. Top speed, you know, probably not that great, as it is, you know, just kind of a regular car you can find off the street and put in your garage. But it is a absolute steal for the money, guys, so that's why it's at number 3. And with that being said, let's get right into number 2. So guys, at number 2 we have the Benefactor Feltzer. This car is based off of a Mercedes SL65 AMG, or you know, some sort of SL type car. Super good performer, very cheap. One of the cheapest cars on this list. I think it's actually the third cheapest, and $145,000, and you can make it look absolutely crazy. This has like full race modifications on it. If you've seen my customization of this car from the other day, this has got the same upgrades. So if you want to get into it, go and watch that video. I do, the whole situation with the car. So super good looking car though. Huge wing, huge, diffuser. Awesome car. Let's get inside. Let's take it for a spin. Off the line, there's going to be a little bit of wheel spin, but we get going pretty quick here. The acceleration once the wheel spin is over is very good. The traction is also very good. If you don't have a spoiler on the car, it won't be as good as this, but it's still very good nonetheless. There is an option for a smaller spoiler as well. You do not have to have this massive one that I have on right now. Very good looking car. Obviously, I know this thing's fully raced out, and that's not everyone's cup of tea, but for what it is, it's a really good car. Man, I love this thing. Like I was saying, acceleration's really good, traction's really good, handling's really good. Top speed, not not the greatest. It's a sports car after all, so it's not the fastest car in the game or anything, but it can hold its own probably. I don't think you'll be winning any races with it, but on the street you never know. So anyway guys, that's it for number 2. Let's get right into number 1. And so guys, at number 1 we have the Obey 9F. For $120,000 you can buy this car. I think it's probably the best overall performer out of the group we've been looking at today, these top 5. $120,000. It's the second cheapest option here, and man, great looking car, great performing car. Decent amount of customization as well that you can do to it. This thing's pretty bare bones. It's only got the splitter, the side skirts, and the diffuser on it, but you can put a wing and some other cool things. So let's get into the car here, and this thing is super fun, guys. If you're looking for a car that you can drift, that can also handle well if you want it to, this is a great car for you. Pretty good acceleration, pretty good top speed. Really, this car is like the whole package. All-wheel drive, so it accelerates like crazy coming out of corners. It handles well in the corners. You can basically do whatever you want with this car, and the car will allow you to do that quite comfortably. So I think that is the reason that it is at number 1 in this video. So yeah guys, I would definitely recommend to buy all of the cars on this list if you don't have them, but if I had to recommend one, it's for sure the 9F. I mean, Audi R8 in real life, absolute classic car. Pretty much everyone loves that thing, I think. So pretty much everyone loves the 9F in GTA too. So anyway guys, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. If you didn't, by all means dislike, and subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and until then, take care. Peace.